Hi, good Vach. So we have a few yartzeits we want to talk about in this week of Melaveh Malkah. Especially now we're going to change the clocks tonight, so we'll have more time in the coming weeks to enjoy Melaveh Malkah. Today, Shabbos, is the yartzeit of the Piaczeczner, the Tshebin. I had a Marcheshvan in high school, Moshe Weinberger, who named the shul after the Piaczeczner, so it's a episode shaykhis that we have. So the Piaczeczner, here I have this sefer from Rabbi Friedman, Yosef Friedman, the Piaczeczner Rebbe. He came to my chasana. His father's a Rav in Queens, the Ulama Rav. He brings this from Rabbi Eliezer David Friedman, Shlita, the following. Excuse me, that he heard that the Piaczeczner would make, whenever he would make a tish from Melaveh Malkah in his Medrash, he would honor the different people who were there at the Suda to tell stories of Tzaddikim, and he would pay for each story. He said if someone told a personal story that happened to him, he would pay 2 zloty, and if he heard a story from someone else, he'd only pay 1 zloty. Marcheshvan says coming Tuesday is the yartzeit of Meir Shapiro, the Lublin Rav. So Rabbi Friedman says he heard a story from Yosef Steichel that when he was in Kshanev, he met one younger man. His name was Reb Aaron Lebvol, who was one of the top Talmidim, one of the top disciples, the students of the great Goner Meir Shapiro in the Yeshiva Chachmei Lublin. And he told the Kshanev Rav what he heard from the Meir Shapiro from Lublin Rav about the Tornapoler Rav, the Chavatzelos Asharon. Told them, he said, you want to know what's the Indian of Melaveh Malkah by Chasidim, of having a meal Saturday night after Shabbos is over among Hasidic Jews. Kol echad b'kedei lika chosemet latzava. So during World War I, everyone was looking for a way to avoid the draft in Europe, because then you're looking for Percy and Thomas, the trains. So he said he was hiding with the Tarnapoler Rav up in the attic of a particular wealthy gentleman, and they took food with them, and they were hiding. And before Shabbos, they went and got challah for a whole Shabbos, but they didn't bring from Melaveh Malkah. So they went down from the attic to go look for challahs. So Lublin Rav says, I thought if you're pushed into something, it's out of your control, God exempts you. But the Tornapoler Rav said no. He said, let's light a candle and look and try to find the challah. It was like B'dikas Chametz, searching for the Chametz. Let's find a little something to make a moitzi on. They found some very dried up bread that was inedible. It was so dried out. So they put in some water so it would get soft enough to eat. And they ate this in honor of Melaveh Malkah. And Meir Shapiro says, we see 2 things from this. One is that he had tremendous faith in God, that God is going to give him bread, which was not easy to find. And the second is to show how important it is by Hasidim to enjoy Melaveh Malkah. Thursday is the yartzeit of the great Rishon the Rosh. So we have Marcheshvan from the Rosh. That if a person needs, he should be very happy with whatever God gives him, whether it's a little or a lot. And you should always pray to God that your heart should be turned to follow God. That's the main thing the Rosh says we got to pray for, is that we got to pray for God to guide us to follow God, to be good religious people. And everything else in life, we should just have trust in God, and it shouldn't be hard in your eyes. It shouldn't seem like a difficult thing to spend money in honor of Shabbos and holidays, whatever you need. And you should try hard to honor them and to accept them early when it's still day, and to enjoy them with good food and drinks, and to spend time in shul, in the medrash, in the synagogue. And not only that, but you should honor them when they leave by having a meal on Motzei Shabbos, Melaveh Malkah. That's also a tremendous requirement. And in this merit, God will bless us. And the schus of eating Melaveh Malkah, we could be zocheh to tremendous blessings. Let's see. It's also Friday. It's the yartzeit of the Doveiv Meisharim, the Doveiv Tshebin. There's something here in this book from that as well. So let's see what we have here.
Okay, Todd.
So you said they asked the Doveiv Weidenfeld, Tshebin Rav,
Why?
the Doveiv Meisharim.
Shabbos.
Why does it say
Shabbos?
no? Shabbos is over.
Yes.
Shlomo
You
Shabbos
want to
is
ask
over.
Mommy?
What? That it says that in the
Okay, come.
Zemer of Ish Chosed Haya, that the bearer of good news, meaning Elijah, told him that today you're going to get rich. So he said, why did he need to tell him this? Be'emes, it's the truth. Be'emes hayem shesasher. It's true that today you're going to get rich. Why, if Elijah going to tell you something, why does he have to say it's be'emes? It's true. So Doveiv Meisharim says that Rabbi Yeshua ben the Doveiv Meisharim says that the Rabbeinu Yisrael Baal Shem Tov. I'm sorry. The Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi asked Mashiach, when are you coming? And he says, today. So then he didn't come, and he asked Elijah, and Elijah says that when Mashiach says today, Hayom, that it says that it's today if you listen to God's voice. That's what it says in the Psalms. So that's why he had to, when he said Hayom Tis'asher, today you're going to get rich. So you're going to think, oh, if he says today, he doesn't really mean today. It's only if we listen to God. But that's what he says for Mashiach. And so that the Ish Chassid, he wasn't going to be saved. He wasn't going to get what he needs. So that's why Elijah had to say, Be'emes hayem tishasher. It's true that today you're going to get rich. The meaning, the simple way, with no explanations, it's really going to happen today. So we should be zoiche, take, to have that promise come true in a very simple way. God bless. Thank you very much for joining us. Good to all be blessed.